What's up, guys? Xbox Tech Junkie back today with another video. Today we're going to be discussing something kind of been discussed around the whole Halo universe and the whole Halo topic in general, and that is the terms of Sprint. Now, a lot of people have either loved or hate Sprint ever since it was introduced in Reach and continue on through the 343 games. And I just kind of want to address how I think Infinite should be handled with Sprint, whether they should keep it or not keep it. Personally, I've always liked Sprint, but we're going to get into that here in just a minute. But before I do want to address some things real quick. First off, if you really loved Halo Reach's customization for armor, you're going to be happy with Halo MCC because 343 did say that the customization is being ported over to the MCC. So instead of like in Halo 4 or in Halo MCC for Halo 4 armor, you're not just picking which set you want to wear, like Pathfinder, Wet Work, Recruit, Soldier, etc. You're going to be able to actually customize your armor and make it look how you want it to, basically back like you did in Halo Reach days. So that's pretty cool just because I personally love Reach's armor customization too. I'm happy to know that something similar to it is going to be returning in Halo Infinite, and the fact that they're going to make sure to keep it up in Halo MCC makes me really happy. So thank you 343, that's really awesome. Another thing is if you want to be able to test out the game, either for PC or Xbox, make sure you go sign up for Halo Insider. This is basically the flighting program that we've all heard about since, well, even before Halo Infinite was announced, but it's been brought up a lot more since Halo Infinite was announced because everyone wants to know what is flighting, or maybe they know what flighting is, but they want to know how to sign up. Right now, if you go to halowaypoint.com, sign into your profile. If you click on your profile on the top right, I believe there should be something that says Halo Insider. You just go from there, click on it, and you'll be able to sign up. You do have to be part of the Xbox Insider program. I think it's pretty simple to sign up for as well. I can't remember exactly how to do it. I signed up years ago, so I could be very different. But make sure you sign up for Halo Insider if you want to test out Halo Reach and Halo or any Halo MCC updates that are to come. This is also the exact same way how Halo Infinite will be tested for us, or how we will test it. This is not the same program as of right now. It's only for Halo MCC, so we can test out Reach and all that. Later on, when Halo Infinite gets announced, they'll probably launch another flighting program for us all to sign up. But make sure you keep your eye on HaloWaypoint.com just so you can sign up and test out some cool Halo games. Okay, so let's talk about Sprint. So now, ever since Halo Reach, Sprint has been a big part of the Halo universe in terms of gameplay, not lore, obviously. But back then, when Reach came out, Sprint was only a temporary ability you can do. Bungie didn't incorporate it as like a whole full-on thing like 343 did. I think it was either just steer away from any Call of Duty-esque gameplay or just to feel different. But it kind of did bug me how 1 minute I could sprint for a long period of time or a temporary period of time, and then I pick up another Spartan ability and my Spartan's like, well, sprinting is a foreign movement to me. So that kind of always bugged me. So when 343 came out with Halo 4, I was personally happy that sprint was more of a permanent thing now. And with Halo 5, I think they incorporate a lot of good things with it. Whether you like Spartan Charge or not is up to you. I do think the incorporation of feeling like a super soldier, was a pretty good part on 343. Like, with Halo 1 through 4 or 3, I always felt like Master Chief, while he is a super soldier, felt really plain. Like, you weren't doing much. And I think 343 with Halo 5 was just trying to make you feel more powerful, like a super soldier in a 1-ton set of armor. Like, they were wanting to make sure you felt all the abilities that this Spartan should and can do. We've always read the books. We've always seen what they can do. We've always been like, wow, I wish I could do that in the games. And that's what I think 343 was trying to do. They weren't trying to muddy up the gameplay. They weren't trying to ruin Halo. They were trying to make us feel more and more like a Spartan. And like we even see in Halo 3, like Spartans can sprint. And when we're playing those games, we're doing more of a jog. Now, maybe in terms of our Marine buddies, we're doing a full-on sprint. But let's be real, Spartans are just naturally faster, stronger, and better than a regular human being. So our jog for them would be basically a sprint. So in a way, we're still only jogging. We're not even reaching our full power as a Spartan. We all know Kelly 087, God, I hope that was her number, is one of the fastest Spartans alive. And so when we're playing Halo 5 and seeing she's still not going as fast as she should because of, gameplay restrictions and not wanting characters to run away from you, even though you're like, I'm the main character, where are you going? But we do know that Spartans are super fast, and I think 343 is just trying to make sure we keep that feeling. But on the other hand, it does mess up a lot of things. Like gameplay gets messed up with in terms of I can't shoot and sprint, I can't do this, that. It's more of just because they're trying to make sure it's still evenly balanced. And I think a better way of letting us shoot and sprint and also keeping sprint is like a progression system with your when you're running. So instead of hitting the left analog stick while you're going forward or backwards or anywhere, instead of you having to hit the button and sprint, they should have it to where your Spartan slowly progresses to it. So you start off in your nice little jog that every Spartan does, and then after a couple seconds, if you're still running in that same direction or if you're turning somewhere, your Spartan will go into a full-on sprint. And that way, it doesn't need to, you don't need to click a new button. You're just holding sprint or holding forward on your analog stick, and your Spartan just starts sprinting. That way you can still shoot and still feel like Halo 1, 2, or 3 because, you know, you're just walking and shooting. It would still feel pretty similar. It'd be weirder because now instead of just going from, you know, point A to point B in a full-on jog, you're going point A to point B with like a midpoint where you go from jogging and to a full-on sprint. That makes sense. That's what I kind of think 343 should do. If not, I've kind of come to the conclusion where I'm okay if they don't bring back sprint. Now, this is weird for me because originally I wanted sprint. I thought Halo Infinite needs to have sprint. They need to keep it. But after playing a lot of Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3, Halo 1, I've kind of grown to the point where I'm like, do we need sprint? I don't believe we do. I don't think it's necessary. It still will bug me just because I know Spartans can sprint. I hope 343 finds a way to make it feel like we're still going super fast if they keep sprint or they take away sprint. And so I'm really hoping 343, like, they're the experts, they'll know what to do. But I just want to kind of voice my opinion. We've always known, like I said, that they can sprint, and the fact that they never do in any of the original games kind of always bugged me. We see Chief having to like book it to certain directions on Halo 2 cutscenes, Halo 3 cutscenes, but then when you actually play the game, he's just going. It's actually kind of fun to play with. But yeah, so that's kind of my opinions on sprint. If it doesn't come back to Halo Infinite, I'm fine with it. I just hope 343 can figure out new ways to either incorporate it or maybe just bring back the classic gameplay style. My only problem with it is sprint adds a lot of cool things to it, like stabilizers. Okay, not stabilizers, but like being able to go from point A to point B if point B is super high. Like they can definitely bring back like smaller maps and smaller gaps, but I feel like being able to go over like bigger gaps using thrusters and stabilizers kind of makes it feel a little more unique. So I in a way, I kind of want them to keep it. But again, if they don't, it's completely fine with me. Personally, I just hope we keep thrusters and maybe stabilizers. Those are my two favorite Spartan abilities, especially thrusters. They make me feel kind of like Iron Man. I don't know why, but they really do. So I really hope 343 keeps it in the gameplay. If not, we will have to wait and see how they handle the gameplay mechanics at E3 2019. It's only a couple months from now, so I'm super excited. Cannot wait. But that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.